Hey guys, it's Lyric. So for today's video, I am bringing back my bullet journal plan with me videos. Yay! I did these for a really long time, and then I decided to take a break because it was taking so much time and school was starting back junior year, which has been the hardest for me, and I just didn't have enough time to bullet journal. But recently I've seen a lot of YouTubers start making bullet journal videos again, and it's just re-inspired me to do them again. I realized that I was the most productive when I had my bullet journal and I planned in my bullet journal, so I've decided I'm going to start doing it again, and it is worth the time because I am the most productive when I use my bullet journal to organize and plan out my life. So I am bringing them back. This time though, I'm going to film them a little bit differently. I'm going to be talking about my inspiration behind the pages, what I was doing. I just think that'll make them a little more interesting, especially for my viewers who may not prefer the bullet journal videos, so they can hear my voice and not just see music and me doing it, because that's how my other ones are filmed. But a lot of you guys wanted me to make these again, so I am going to do just that. So let's dive into my February plan with me. So like always, I always go on Pinterest to find inspiration for my bullet journal spreads. Pinterest is where inspiration for everything is. So I went on there, and that's where I got the idea to make this little heart filled with hearts. It's a big heart, and then I had a bunch of little hearts around it with little swirlies, and I put February in the middle with hearts on the word February, and I saw that on Pinterest. It wasn't my idea, but I just thought that was super cute and fitting for February. I also end up adding some cute little squiggles at the top just to add a little bit more to the page. This time I decided to try out some washi tape, and this was my first time doing that. I just got inspired to try something different, but I did not know that this one was just a strip of paper. It wasn't actually sticky on the other side, so it was very difficult for me to measure this out and get it to lie flat. I had to tape it down, and some of the pieces I had to cut in half for them to be skinny enough to go down the sides. But in the end, I ended up loving how it turned out, and I think it's super cute. I like the extra flair it added to my cover page for February, and I was really pleased with that. Then on the left side, I always do a quote that relates to the month, or one that I'm just feeling for the month and I want to keep in my head throughout the weeks and days of the month. And for this one, I chose the quote, "You always gain by giving love," which I believe is by Reese Witherspoon, and I just think that's super great. It is true that when you share love and when you love others, you feel more full inside and more fulfilled and just happy. So I did that in the different February colors for this month, and then at the top I added these little swishy hearts, and I filled those in as well. Now we're on to my monthly calendar setup. So I have been seeing a lot of people do these separate squares instead of connecting all the squares, so I decided to try that as well. I didn't use a ruler because I kind of like the hand-drawn look of it, and I like how it's not perfect. That's one thing that I love about bullet journaling, is it does not have to be perfect, guys. You can just do it however you'd like, whatever suits you, and that's what I did here. I did the separate squares. I was debating if I should add drop shadows at the end, but then I just decided this time to keep it simple and not add it. I did the dots for the separate days, and I will end up filling those out with numbers. I did all of the dots in the different colors that I'm using for this theme, which I thought was super cute. I was going to do hearts, but then I decided to do hearts for the decoration on this page, so I just decided to stick with dots. Then I of course wrote the word February because that would be the month that we're in, and I like how that turned out. Then I decided to make some heart balloons around to decorate this page. I thought it was super cute. I like the little squiggles that I added. I just think those are super fun and fresh. I'm sorry, I won't say that again. I forgot to film this, but I did put the days of the week. I put a little letter for each one, SMTWTFS, at the top. I don't know, I just forgot to film that, but don't worry people, I did do that. These next two pages I decided to dedicate towards video ideas and my goals. I don't usually do the video ideas page, but I'm really trying to do more and more YouTube this month and this year, so I decided to put that there. And for these two pages, yes, I decided to use washi tape. This tape was actually sticky on the other side, which was a bit helpful, but I thought this was the perfect tape for this month because it has hearts on it, and hearts are the perfect thing for February. So all I did for this page was I wrote down the title, video ideas and goals, on the other page at the top, and then I put washi tape around the outside. Now, one thing I did not film was I decided to outline the titles in black because they just didn't stand out enough to me, so I did add that, and I didn't film it, but I did do that. So I did the washi tape on both sides. The washi tape is harder than you would think to get it to lay down straight and nice and flat and not crooked, but I think I did pretty well in the end. On my goals page, I added a little squiggle underneath goals just because I wanted to add that little detail, and that is everything I did for my video ideas and goals page. Page of this video. This is the weekly setup I'm going to be doing every week. In my old bullet journal videos, I used to do a different setup for each week, which I think is another reason it took a lot more time for me, especially when I had school and stuff, having to think of a new layout. But this is what I do. I do 6 lines and then I color them in. I write the date and the day of the week that corresponds to each line. So I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and for the last one I put weekend. Then at the top I write February in thin marker, and then I go over it in cursive or calligraphy because I love that look. I also added some little hearts in the middle just to keep the theme going, and that is everything that I did for my weekly spread. guys, that is my February plan with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun planning out my February, drawing a bunch of different hearts and coloring them in. I just really enjoyed that, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me. I hope this fulfilled your want or desire of a bullet journal video from me. I'm so excited that I'm doing these again. I really did miss bullet journaling. It's just a little piece of me that I had to put on pause for a bit, but it's back, and I really hope you guys are happy about that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Love, get it? February hearts, love. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.